Okay guys, so I'm going to try and do a good guide for how to get to level 30 on survival mode for Streets of Rage 4. It is a challenge. It's the hardest achievement and trophy in the new DLC. One of the things you'll have to do to begin with is play through the game, just enjoy yourself until you get to 940,000 points total. And once you've done that, you'll unlock Streets of Rage 3 Skate, and he is, well, you'll see, he's the most broken character in the game. What happens is in survival mode, once you've unlocked characters, you'll see them all here, and this is the character you want to skate Streets of Rage 3. When you pick him, you might need to play a little bit, because what happens is he has 4 different unlocks. The first unlock is a new blitz attack, and then it goes progressively down the list the more you play with him. So I recommend just keep playing using the standard attack, which is his flying headbutt. To do a blitz, it's, as you can see there, towards X on Xbox, and I'm assuming that's going to be square on PlayStation, so it's just the punch button. And what you're best doing is just keep playing and then unlock the ground roll, which is by far and away the most broken move in the entire game for any player character. There are some pretty cheap bosses in the game, but this, well, I think a visual's going to do it more justice. You can just keep it going in the corner and go back and just keep hammering it. So all I'm doing is tapping towards in a direction twice, and 107 hits there from very little effort. And here we go. So the good thing with the blitz attack is you can do it from pretty much most situations. So if someone punches you, quickly do it. If you've grabbed someone, you can do it there. So if I grab him, oh, there we go. I cancel the punching on the back of the head into that. And it just gets more and more crazy as this goes on, because there are some unlocks you get that are really, really useful. So you'll always get 2 damage modifiers, well, not necessarily damage modifiers, but 2 modifiers once you complete a level, and you just got to try and pick the best one. So the most useful for this run is anything that accentuates your blitz attack. There is a really, really useful one you can get that gives you a boost to your combo damage as that goes up. I'm going to go for walk speed over weapons, because I rarely use weapons. Same in the way that I try and pick any that are better than I don't pick any. Don't pick weapon ones. Don't pick any special attacks. For usually it's just blitz. So you can see. I mean, that's going to hit me. I knew that was going to hit me. They are, even though they're probably one of the bigger threats to your runs when the Galsias pick up these. I mean, you can always use it for your advantage, but I am no good with weapons, as you just clearly saw. Nearly got attacked in the back there. You can use it and press the B button, which is circle on PlayStation, to throw. But yeah, just hammering this, and like I say, if you get someone trapped in a corner, they are dead. It works on bosses as well. It's absolutely broken. It doesn't hard knock down, so you can just keep juggling them. So never go for special. Good to get a buddy. Good to get one early as well. They're a good distraction. Once you get a buddy to level 4, they can be insane. You ideally want a Miss Y or a Barben, because they are broken. If you get knocked in the air and it's a hard knockdown and you're going to land, if you hold the jump button when you're in the air, you'll land. They've added a really useful tutorial mode finally to this. If you're a Streets of Rage fanboy and you've been playing since you were a kid, I mean, I used to play back on the Mega Drive Genesis, Streets of Rage 1, 2 and 3. 2 being one of my all-time favourite games of all time. That's how I learned quite a lot about that, and as soon as this came out, I was obviously all over it like a cheap suit. And I'm glad it's one of the best games I've played. I'd still say it's not quite as good as 2, and I know people will be like, don't know what you mean by that, but it is very, very good. But 2 just, I think 2 for me, it's just the nostalgia factor. I used to play it all the time with my dad as a kid. I used to play it with my friends, and it's a phenomenal game. used to play on Mania. That was a good challenge. So the thing with this, as you can see with the rolls, he just eats away at his health bar. Even though he's got a shield, you can just keep going through the shield. There we go. That's boss down in seconds. I don't know any other character in this game that can do this. Just get these for the points, because your stars do help you later on. Going to go for the defense bonus again. The best modifiers you want, or anything, as I probably mentioned before, I can't remember, is anything that modifies your blitz, because they are unbelievable. Especially if you get a toxic one. Or the lightning's good as well, because you can just keep doing this in the corner like this, and it just traps someone. And you're actually pretty much immune to this thing as well. Well, when you're doing the roll, not when you just walk into it like an idiot. There we go. It's funny because those blue things in the original Streets of Rage 2 used to explode when you hit them. And this is actually music from Streets of Rage 2, but not for this particular bit. Pretty sure this will be done soon. These guys used to be really annoying in base Streets of Rage 2. It was pretty hard. The win button for Streets of Rage 3 is Axel, by the way, if anyone cares. Here we go. This is what you want. Electric Blitz is very, very good for this particular run, because what happens is, you'll see it traps people in a corner, and it doesn't just trap the person you're attacking, it stops everyone behind you from trying to get hit in as well. So I can stay doing this, and you'll see what happens. Jumps in, he's getting hit by the lightning. They're getting hit by the lightning. 234 hit combo, just off nothing. But be very careful with environmental hazards though. If these start coming in, just start running away. Skate's got a really useful thing. If you just double tap twice in any direction, if you tap left and right twice, he does a run, which is this, and pretty useful for getting out of these situations. But he's also got a roll, which is up, and if you tap up and tap down twice, you can get up, and that's any of the Streets of Rage 3 characters have got that roll, I think, apart from Shiva, whatever he's called. I actually did my 41 run, damage run with him. Now, because you're getting such a high combo count and such high damage, this is very useful. I'm going to take it because I find it personally useful. It doesn't necessarily mean that you guys would want to use it. It's just that you're doing so much damage, you're basically healing constantly, and later on the health drops aren't great. So that was a mistake, I shouldn't have rolled into that barrel. See, that lightning's really boosted everything I'm doing here. It's just stunning enemies as I'm rolling through them, stunning the friends. Makes it easier for me to then hit them with a follow-up attack. Again, there is a bit of luck involved. It just really helps with what modifiers you'll get during your run. But if you get any on this that will help your blitz attack, you are absolutely laughing. As you can see as well, the lightning, it does like an area of effect, so it will actually break open any barrels that you're near as well, which is genuinely helpful if you're doing it, if you're trying to get health from apples. I mean, I don't need them now because I've got the damage to health modifier, but they are points as well, which is good. Just building up my combo meter here. It's ridiculous. I'm just wondering how high I can get this going. My record was 567 and I think I'm on the way to beat that. Yeah, there we go. Absolutely smashed it. Wow. 663 hits. Only 297 damage. Yeah. So, let's see what we get. Oh, did not mean to do that. If you can actually trap this guy, of all people as well. Here we go. This guy's dead now. They can't get close to me because of the electric. And all I do is this, and he's gone. Just keep doing it into a corner. So, gives elemental bonuses. Electric weapons, the best of those three. I tend to, I'll just get that for the points. Ooh, there we go. Can't see it because my streaming bar is in the corner. Okay. Threat level midnight. That's what I think of every single time. See, this lightning is just making this so much easier, stunning everybody. I mean, you can just go straight into any blitz attack. Depending on the situation, it's probably good to get just a couple of hits in before you do, just to make sure that you're going to guarantee that the blitz attack will hit. And because it's so low profile, most enemy attacks go over it. I'm really going to hope for the, like I say, damage modifier for the combo counter. There we go. And toxic is the most important thing to get. It's good to keep, actually, if you have got an enemy, because other enemies will spawn eventually, so it's good to keep them going, to get that combo counter going, just for the points. Don't know what I was doing there. You see how much damage I'm doing now, because what happens is it's just building up and building up over time. What's a really good one to get for your blitz attack is the fire. Absolutely great, especially when you're doing this, because you're just hitting enemies back and forward and then they're getting damaged by a fire pool. To get away from their ooh. Yeah, these guys throw things, usually grenades, sometimes they throw shock attacks, like what you're doing now. So they've got the, I think they must have taken the elemental damage from that character, and just thought, let's just go crazy with it. Just see how much damage I'm doing now. Even just base combo attacks are just massacring people. Combo count is really high now. Yeah, probably one of the more annoying enemies in the game. Completely buffed, especially in the actual main base game. For Miss Y, she's crazy now. It's just harder to hit her. But absolutely not immune to this. as you can see. Get these for later, because you will need them later on, especially when you get the rocket upgrades. They really help wipe out entire rooms at a time. Okay. If you can get them, okay, there we go. That's what you want. Now I'm just leeching health off him while I... There we go. Damage modifier just through the roof because I'm at 210 hits. And fire blitz, that's what you want. And you just saw that I was not low on health, but my health was just basically became a vampire. Take that. So when they do hit the ground, you can see that fire attack there. He's dead, but oh, you got me. Still. Oh. Wow, that's a pretty powerful attack. But there we go. Just these guys are just dropping like anything. Not bad for hitting that, but let's get this big bend done. I hate these. That was stupid. Yeah, if you can get them like this, when they're doing that attack, if you get them in the corner, you're rolling into them, so their attack will actually never hit you. And that's true for quite a lot of enemies in this, once you get into this level. I want Toxic Blitz, like I say, because then enemies are hit on the way through and don't necessarily take with me. At least they're taking damage. As you can see there, as I mentioned, this goes through a lot of attacks, so they're trying to do one of those rocket attacks. Won't work. And there we go. Got him trapped. Just absolutely killing people. Or as Streets Rage likes to say, knockout, but I'm pretty sure you're not knocking somebody out when they're in that state. When they're on fire and electrified. You poison them at later stages. Ooh, I hate these guys. Good thing, I mean, I've got that Toxic on my hard attack, so if I did want to, you can see there I put a Toxic effect on him. Helps a bit. Somehow that hit, don't know how it did, maybe I was just at the right pixel. sometimes you just take what's best is what's going to kill them. So damage dealt, yeah, go for that one. So I'll take a sword with me, I can throw it at someone when I start. These guys just block it though. Oh, well, usually. I was really sure that they just blocked Eddie. Oh, there we go. Ah, he's dead. Hate the guys with the guns, so it's always good to go for those because it stops them being annoying. Anyone who's got a ranged attack is pretty annoying, but it doesn't really matter. Especially on these levels where you've got a lot of environmental hazards, it's taking out a lot of the enemies for you as well. Toxic pools are really good for killing enemies, to be honest. They probably do more harm to any peripheral enemies than do to any other person. Again, not too bad about that. This is good. That's what you want. You want to start getting the rockets for that. They'll really help you on the later levels. Alright, just over halfway there, but not quite because it takes starts getting a lot harder from now on. Yeah, he's trapped. I think the commissioner might be the commissioner. The commissioner might be the only person who actually takes a knockdown, you know, from this. I seem to notice that. But again, absolute boss killer. 20% full health. Damage taken. Probably going to be at full health quite a fair bit, so I'll go for that. Some of it's down to personal preference. You might want to take a more defensive route, might take a more offensive. I think damage output, because I've got the vampire kind of thing, is going to benefit me a lot more. Right, look at this, is insane now. Oh, 700 and something there, I didn't quite catch it. Just carving through enemies again. And because of the lightning, you're just stunning them as you're going through. And then the fire's doing extra damage to the guys you stunned. Just going back and forth on this kind of open stage is just really useful. Well, 15 stars, I don't think I've ever had that many, but I suppose I did get quite a few early on. Again, just rolling at them a lot. Don't worry about going through the puddles so much because... Oh, she got me. There we go. That's it. Finally. That's what you want. Now I've got I've got basically all the modifiers, the elemental modifiers you can get. And Toxic is really genuinely useful, especially against certain enemies. Because you're hitting them, and not only are you damaging them, but you're doing the toxic damage is hitting them over time as well. So you just... But if you just keep going left and right, make sure to get everybody. There we go, that's what I wanted. Let's get her trapped. $774 hits. 775. There we go. Yep, gonna do more damage again, full health. Again, there's quite a bit of luck involved, all depending on what modifiers you're going to get. I did just start one run before this that actually ended prematurely just because I got some really bad modifiers. Started out with just anything but damage, it was just lots of bonus stars, which wasn't going to help me in the long run. You can just see I'm like Blanka, I'm like a cross between Blanka, Sonic the Hedgehog, and a Pyromaniac. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head. Charizard, we'll say. So, yeah, just a insane beast. So, again, just got careful not to get caught by these environmental hazards. That's what my mistake I did there. Yeah, again, not really good with weapons, but I tend to sometimes pick them up just for cheeky attack, ranged attack if it's going to help me. Oh, that was easier than I thought. Electric heavy, damage dealt, that's what you want. So again, if I'm less than 50% health, I'm getting a boost now as well. So that's what you want to just keep building up over and over again. Right, now, Floyd's a bit trickier because he can't really be staggered. Unless you get really lucky like this. This never happens. There we go. So I am getting thrown around like a pinball, but it's fine. That's not good. Did not want to get hit by that. Probably going to use my first of these, which is the B and Y pressed together, and that rockets are a really good free heal basically. These are quite a big damage for there we go. So it's not, I'm not doing great damage, but I am damaging him all the time, and the toxic should get him. There we go. Sometimes it's best to play it safe, keep your distance, especially if you hit them with the toxic attack. And finally my buddy gets an upgrade, unless... No, get my buddy up. If you get them to level 4, they can be really, really useful. And we are level 21. Just 9 more to go. That was a bit stupid. Again, with these guys, you just got to make sure you're going through them, not into their attack like I just did. The signal attacks, they are low, but your low attack beats them, even though it's low, they're both low, so that's always a bonus. Something I didn't actually figure out until many years later, the letter in front of the signal is just simply the colour they are. So if you see a G signal, they're green, etc. Pretty obvious, but wouldn't have obviously spotted that as a kid. You can see, got all my health back from the last fight. And I'm going to go for walking speed, just to get me out of tighter situations. And pick up a Buster Sword. Don't know if Cloud gets involved at any point. It's a pretty big sword. And I'm no good with it, so I will just, yeah, just give up on it already. Yeah. Sometimes you will get hit, like I say, but don't worry about it too much. You're just doing so much damage, you're just healing straight back up again. There we go. Never quite figured out why some of the characters in Streets of Rage 2 were completely redesigned for 3. Like, why these guys were just the, like, ninja guys from, no, I don't say ninja, they're like karate guys from 2. With a Sub-Zero slide, apparently. I'm really hoping, there we go. Come on. I don't know why he's staying over there. They'll come in a minute. Oh, there we go. Gone a bit quieter now, as you can tell. I'm concentrating. As you get older, sometimes you can't talk as much when you're when you're playing. So there we go. Level 23. Too far off now. Those robots are from Streets of Rage 2, which one of the weird things that's missing from Streets of Rage 4 are flying enemies, which were in most of the games. I can't quite remember if they're in 1 or not. Don't think they were. Oh, stupid for me to do that. And they just played ping pong with me. Oh, she got me. But this should get my health back now. Just once you built up a bit of a combo, roll out. Oh, wow, this combo. Oh, wow. I don't think I've ever hit 1,000 hits before. Ah, oh, broke as well. That would have been nice to see what that damage would have been. There we go. Damage, don't. I'm going to take less damage as the game goes on as well. So it's a bit of a... I'm doing quite a lot of damage now, so I don't think I need any crazy modifiers unless it's just the better of 2 options. Adam, it's quite bad. He can easily be caught in the spam. Again, he can just float quite easily. you get him in a corner. There we go. So he's not a major threat. You just tend to pick characters which you know you're going to take out first. There we go. So Toxic Blitz is great, as I've already got it, but get her up a bit. Well, him, her, whatever that's going to be, because it can be really useful, especially, like I say, Barben later on, if you can be knocking enemies around the screen. They're also a great distraction from any of the enemies as well. Whoa, I did not know he had a special move with a knife, so his blitz attack with a knife is a diving attack. Never seen that before. I'm pretty sure I will have seen it before, because it's probably in Streets of Rage 3, because they all had weird weapon-based blitz. Blaze had the best ones, if I remember. She had like a sword dash and stuff. So you can see her rushing around the screen is actually helping a lot. Big distraction for larger groups of enemies. Even though this wet surface is actually quite a bit of an annoyance for some of the later other characters when you're fighting, because you're just rolling back and forth, it doesn't really matter. If anything, it helps you, because your range on this attack now is doubled. Again, get the guys with the guns out of the way. Okay, there we go. As you can see, the lightning is really helping. Well, shock or electric attack, especially when you get someone in a corner like that. Again, it just completely envelops anyone who's around it. Again, storing up those attacks for when I'm completely surrounded, because the rockets that come from the sky are classed as an attack from you. So if they hit a whole group of enemies, it can pretty much heal half your life bar back. Yeah, these flamethrowers are pretty annoying, but they can be really useful to take out enemies. Try and stay in the centre of the screen on this. The reason my run actually ended last time was I had this exact setup with a hole in the middle, so I had very few places I could go, and again, it is a bit of luck. These guys are very annoying. To get hit by that. These guys are actually really vulnerable to throws. So if you're struggling against them, throws seem to be the best thing. Here we go. Who do I get? Yes. Got it last time. This is what you want. She's probably the most broken boss character even in the base game. 27, so we're not far off now. And as you can see, I've not really struggled. You'll see what happens when I do struggle. I'll just start spamming out the 24 specials I've got, because you are completely invincible while running them, and the damage they do can really just, because I've got the vampire mod on, just heals you straight back up. A bit back and forth because there's quite a few of the gun guys. So you want to make sure they're gone. I don't know what I was rolling into then, I think I just got carried away. Conveyor belts are great for these guys. And I've got him. There we go. Again, sometimes it's worth just rolling through the enemies just to get the toxic on them. So you're going to at least be doing some damage as you go through. And another level down. Wow. 8 rockets. That's, again, the closest, I think the most I've ever had is 15. This is going to be an easy win. I realised it was a bit high in the air. I was wondering why I wasn't doing much damage. Okay, so special moves, electric special, electric heavy out of the 3 of those. Use heavy attacks very rarely, but more often than specials. And it just popped up in the corner that I've got another star, and we're nearly there, nearly at level 30. And as you can see, I've barely struggled. A couple of moments of concentration just where there's been a lot of enemies on the screen. Next couple levels are pretty tricky. Level 30 I think is a boss level, but as far as I'm aware you have to reach level 30. I don't think you have to beat it. As long as you get above that. And the most concerning thing you'll think when you get there as well is the achievement or trophy won't pop until you actually die. So you just keep going until, I mean, like I say, best I've done is 41 so far, and that was with Shiva. Might get lucky with this run, to be honest, but keep getting stuck on those things. Just going to avoid the middle of the screen. Again, good for Toxic to just take them out sometimes. As you can see, any attack usually gets hit by the lightning. Didn't quite there, but it's just insane, this attack. I don't think there's any other character in the game that's got an attack as broken as this. Oh, she's been hit down to half health, so she's really going to be more useful now. That was a bit stupid of me doing that, but and you can see any of the enemies that I'm not quite lined up with, she's attacking as well. Once you get to a certain combo level and you've got that damage modifier, you're just laughing. Yeah, take less damage, might as well. And that's it, we've reached level 30, so that's how easy it is. Just gonna go keep going to see how far I can get. I think think I must be stand corrected. And maybe it's level 31, that's the boss level. But even if, like I say, the achievement is to beat level 30, as you can see, I'm not exactly having any issues. Just make sure you stay away from the environmental hazards, as I keep saying. Especially like the big swinging... I was going to say big swinging balls. The things like that just dangle. There's no way of putting it, that doesn't sound dodgy, but they are, yeah, they're the things that can ping pong you around the level. So yeah, it seems like the Commissioner is the only person who can actually get knocked down. And I think that might just be because of the way he has been built as a character. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. They can actually grab these weapons if they get going. That was my fault for rolling into the environmental hazard, even though I've warned you guys to not use it. Walk speed up. Skate's already quick anyway, so this is going to be insane. Oh, this is madness. I don't think I've seen that many suited guys in one level before. Oh, there we go. You can tell it's already getting a bit more challenging. Got them both. That's what you want. Still get your combo up, like I say. Make sure people get in. Funnily enough, I think last time I tried this with Skate and got a decent level, I think I reached about 35 possibly. So, I mean, I'm not going to lie, the way this is going so far, probably going to jinx this run, but this seems to be doing pretty well. Yep, fires on more damage, so that's what you want. Oh god. Yeah, this is not going to be fun. Gonna use this. And these do insane damage. Half of their lives gone already. There we go. Just realised it's both variants of the wrestler. I used to hate this guy in Streets of Rage 2 because again he's got armour. He's just quick. There we go. Got him. So that's the boss level. I thought that was sooner than it was. So what have I got here? Damage dealt. Yeah, I'm going to go for the damage dealt. Made it past 30 now anyway, so obviously that's useful. As you can see, it probably took about 45 minutes. So just make sure you've got that time to dedicate to doing it. This is Mr. X's underground throne room. Like a fire version of his ending at Streets of Rage 2. And you can see they're doing way more damage now. And I'm doing far less damage. That's insane. So this will help me. Basically, when you use that, it's like almost like using a healing item. And I've got 24 of them left, so it's quite useful. There we go. Pretty much got my health back to where I was. This is why those defense pickups are quite important, because you can see I'm just taking way more damage now. I think they go to, I think they're at Mania difficulty now. There we go, got rid of one of them. Get away from that. Oh, that was bad luck. Trying to get my health back. Yeah, this is not going well. Gonna have to use another one of these. Yeah, definitely. It's a lot harder from here on in. Again, you can just see how useful that toxic is. Finish the Barbon guy off. To use the super special attacks, it's B and Y together, which I assume are going to be triangle and circle on PlayStation. So he was going to counter that then, but if you noticed, I just rolled straight under him. Just about managed to keep that combo going. That was a bad mistake going for that fire barrel. You can see it behind all the enemies. Yeah, it's funny because at this level the Gaussayers can be really bad with that running knife attack, especially if they get a halberd. That's just, yeah, one of the hardest things to dodge, and it'll do crazy damage once you get past level 30. Definitely spawning a lot of enemies now. Like I say, the only best I did was with Shiver's second blitz, which is like a flying kick attack. It's pretty much this, but with just mid height range. Toxic pool's always useful for that. That didn't seem to do much damage. Again, big enemies, just if they've got that swinging that sword, just stay behind them. Sometimes it can be tricky when you've got quite a bit going on the screen at the same time, but don't do exactly, I just did it again, don't do that. There we go. Oh, I keep hitting their fire attacks like an idiot. Hopefully I can get some enemies to get my health back up again. Oh. Sometimes they definitely track movement, those attacks, so try and get out as far away from them as possible. As well, just go for the blitz attack going a bit more. So I think this is the best I've done with him so far. So, yes. Oh, that was bad luck. Get hit by that thing and get knocked off. That's not what you want. I'm going to stay mid here just to make sure. Just do it this way. Oh, okay. Just jump off if you want. Ooh, stay away from that. The problem now is that if they get on the other side of this, they can shoot me. Yeah, there we go. Well, I did good. I got past 30, that's what I was trying to achieve. So 35, best level of as you can see 41, that's with Shiva. So hopefully you find some of the stuff I mentioned there useful, and yeah, if you got any feedback it'd be great to put them in the comments under the video, that'd be fantastic. Thanks very much.